Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good morning, and welcome to another edition of our Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. So happy to have this wonderful opportunity to come to you today to lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. Hey, this is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural, normal, and necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. Grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. That's why we shout good morning, because morning is a good thing. Morning is a good thing, is a great thing, and I'm so glad that you are here with us on today. Make sure you like, share, tag somebody this post. If you know somebody that is dealing with loss, change, and transition, somebody that is grappling with grief or meandering through mourning, come on. Tag them in this post. Yo, today is actually National Grief Awareness Day. Today is National Grief Awareness Day, and so I'm grateful and thankful for this initiative that we have going, and the awareness and the education and the intention, inspired action that we try to bring as a result of this particular platform. Excited about the opportunity. I know last year we didn't get to plan anything this year. Last year we had the lantern release, which was wonderful. And this year we didn't get to plan anything this year, but we still pause for the cause and recognize that it's National Grief Awareness Day. So thank you for joining us. Do something in honor of this day, in honor of your loved one, right? Do something in recognition of what this day means. Amen. National Grief Awareness Day is every day for us because we always show forth awareness around grief on a daily basis. As a matter of fact, today is day 243. So we have done it for 243 consecutive days. And that is absolutely awesome. Today is day 243. We're going to talk about I invest in important relationships. I invest in important relationships. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The people I love play an important role in my well being. The people I love play an important role in my well being. Connected relationships with my family and friends can motivate me to take care of myself, to eat right, exercise, get regular medical care. My family and friends can be an important buffer from the stresses of everyday life. And this is so true, right? That the people you love, right, play an important role in your well being. Who is on your team, right? Oftentimes we talk about the team, the importance of when you're going through grief, navigating through a grief journey, forming your team, right? Talking about you need a team of people to help you. I'm talking about from therapists, counselors, a coach, a pastor, a grief group, friends, all of those type things. Family members are a part of that team as well. When you start talking about the people you love, you start talking about family, you start talking about people that God has strategically put and placed in your life to help you to navigate through the season, because this is something that you won't be able to do by yourself. And the people you love, they play an important role for as it relates to your well being. You are going through one of the most challenging things that you've ever had to endure. And it is absolutely positively important that you enlist the assistance of people you love, because they are going to play an important role as it relates to your well being. These connected relationships with family and friends, they can motivate you to take care of yourself, because one thing that you have a tendency to sometimes do is to let go of yourself. When you're going through grief and you navigating through a season like this, you don't take care of yourself. A lot of people don't, right? A lot of people, they turn to comfort foods, coping mechanisms. We don't feel like doing anything. Leave us in a room, dark, close the shades, don't get out of bed, not eating right, not drinking water, not doing nothing, not just none of that, depending on what stage you are in as it relates to your grief journey. And so these people play an important role in your well being. Making sure you take care of yourself, eating right, exercising, getting regular medical care, right? Eating right, exercising, medical care, etc. Y'all, allow the family and friends, allow the people that God has surrounded you, allow your team to help you to continue to play an important role of your well-being. I'm talking about your well-being, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Let them continue to play that role to help you in those areas, to motivate you. You don't, come on, girl, let's go for a walk. Come on, man, let's go to church. Come on, let's make sure we eating right. Let's make sure, right? Because you don't want to lose yourself as a result of the loss you've already gone through, right? So they play an important role in your well being. My family and friends can be an important buffer from the stressors of everyday life. The important relationships in my life need tending. I have to spend time with the people I love, and I have to offer them focused presence, empathy, and care. They need to, just like anything, just like the way a baby needs tending, right? You got to feed them, you got to burp them, you got to change them, you got to hold them, you got to do all this stuff. The same way a baby needs tending, these relationships need tending as well. It is important that we tend to these relationships. It is important. It is important, right? You got to feed what feeds you. So very important. Feed what feeds you. The old school saying says, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you." Why would you? Why would you bite the hand that's trying to feed you? Because if you bite the hand that's feeds you, you're running the risk of cutting off your food supply. You about to starve because you done bit the hand that fed you. But when you feed what feeds you, that's called reciprocity. So for the family and friends, for the people that tend to you, that look out for you, that make sure, y'all, it's reciprocity, right? You have to tend. You got to tend to those relationships. What do? Spend time with the people you love. Uh, Offer them focused presence, right? Empathy and care. In doing so, I'm likely to receive the same in return. Again, is reciprocity, right? So it is very important that you nurture, that you water these relationships. Why? Because they are making sure, looking out for your well being. So when there's reciprocity in effect, it can continue to go and it can continue to grow and be all that it needs to be. Here's the final thought, y'all. Strong relationships are central to my life. Strong relationships are central to your life. What are those strong relationships? Ask yourself, who's feeding me? What's feeding me? Who's feeding me and what's feeding me? And when you determine who's feeding you and what's feeding you, when you determine who is and what is looking out and taking care of your well-being, you want to make sure there's some reciprocity. You want to make sure that you feed what feeds you, right? Can't be a one way street. You got to make sure that you feed what feeds you. And that is so very important, my brothers and sisters. Today is day 243. This lesson is for you and for me. I invest in important relationships. Make sure that you are investing in those important relationships as you navigate through this thing called grief. Questions, comments. If you got them, holla at your boy. Questions, comments. Questions, comments. Questions, comments. Questions, comments. I'm just stuttering on purpose, y'all. Questions, comments. Questions, comments. Y'all never. What's going on, Aaron? Man, I let go of myself as my father was passing. Yes, Aaron, what's up? Aaron? I went to school with Aaron. His father recently passed. Man, and my sincere condolences. I wanted to come by the funeral. I was actually preaching the funeral that same day, and so my sincere condolences. This is so true, Aaron. We will let ourselves go mentally, emotionally, physically. We just, we won't. And so we got to take care of ourselves as we navigate, and those friends and family members that help us to navigate through those rough seasons is so very important. So, yeah, man, that's yeah, your father was a good man. I always seen him, always working hard, always taking pictures, always at work, always doing his thing. So, I'm glad you jumped on a devotional, my brother. Yeah. So nurture those relationships, y'all. They are going to be essential to your life. Make sure you nurture them. As always, we are here every single day, 8 a.m., day 243. We did last year 364 days. Every single day, we just take small steps. Small steps will lead to great distances. So we're just here. Show up, y'all. 10, 15 minutes. That's it. And we're going to make it do what it do. Good morning, Pastor. This is the weekend that marks Shane's 5th-year death anniversary. Yes, how could we ever forget? Y'all keep Sean Spells in prayer. 5 years. It's been 5 years already. Lord have mercy. I never forget that call on the side of the bed. Amen. About 11:36 at night. About that time. Almost midnight maybe. And jumping up and running across town, man. And wow. Labor Day weekend. Sure was. We love you. We praying for you. Y'all keep shining your prayers as well. And man, thank you for the grief class this morning. You're welcome, Felicia Henderson. Yet one of those reminders, right? When the date rolls around, right? We navigate through that. So keeping you lifted up this weekend as well. And thank you for tuning in. Day by day, step by step, we gonna make it. We gonna get through it. It's a journey. We journey together, and so I'm glad that we have the opportunity to journey together. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Absolutely. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all with the love of the Lord. I'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. Let's continue to journey on and invest in those relationships that are essential to our well being. Love y'all with the love of the Lord. Let's go.